Hello, this is Dr. Gerald Dirks, formerly the Reverend Gerald Dirks. In just a few moments here on The Dean Show, we'll be talking about my conversion to Islam. Please don't go away.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, assalamu alaikum, which is a greeting of peace. Peace be unto you. Welcome to another episode of The Dean Show, where we're here trying to help you understand Islam and Muslims. And when we come back, we have a very special guest who was a former Christian minister. He has graduated with honors from the prestigious Harvard University with a master's in divinity, started studying the Bible at a very young age. He has so much to share with us today on The Dean Show, and I'm so excited to have him here with us, so you don't want to go nowhere. We're going to be talking to Dr. Gerald Dirks when we come back here on The Dean Show. You don't want to go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Allah, there's only one God and Muhammad is his messenger. Allah, la ilaha illallah. Allah, there's only one God and Jesus was his messenger. Allah, la ilaha illallah.
I don't know why I did that. Maybe it's just to break the ice. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and visit us here at the Dean Show.
It's my pleasure, brother.
We have got to mention a few things about you. You were actually a former minister, a deacon.
Ordained deacon in the United Methodist Church.
And you have a master's degree in divinity from Harvard University.
From Harvard Divinity School, correct.
Wow. This is, and the list goes on. You were a preacher starting at a young age. You worked as a youth minister, ordained minister, and the list goes on. We have some books also here that you have authored.
Yes.
We're going to mention a few of the books here. You have Abraham, the Friend of God, which is this book here.
Well, that's actually the Abrahamic Faiths.
The Abrahamic Faiths. You have Easy to Understand Islam. It's another book here. We have Muslims in America, the history.
Yeah.
And you have Letters to My Elders in Islam.
Yes.
You have Understanding Islam. Now you've written a lot of books on Islam, and The Crescent and the Cross.
Yeah, The Cross and the Crescent. Yes.
You like to write, huh? So these are some of your books that you've authored. You're obviously very busy writing books. You are out there trying to now mend the bridges, build the bridges to help develop a better understanding between Islam, the Muslims, and people of other faiths.
Yes.
But we want to hear about your story. We want to know, why would someone who was so high up in the ranks, who had so much knowledge of Christianity, you know the Bible well, what happened? Let's talk we'll get a little bit of a history from a young age. Talk to us. Tell us how you got involved in Christianity and your parents and etc.
Sure. Actually, there's probably 4 parts to the story.
Yes.
And the first part would be sort of my journey into the Christian ministry.
Yeah.
The second part would be my leaving the ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Third part would be my years as what I called an atypical Christian.
Yeah.
And then finally, the fourth part, my journey into Islam.
Mm-hmm.
But you ask about the first part, which is my sort of journey into the Christian ministry.
Yeah.
I grew up in a small rural community in Kansas where the church was the center of community life. It was a small town of about 500 people. We had 3 churches. Every summer there were ice cream socials at the churches, chicken pot pie dinners, corn roasts, etc. And the churches really were the center of community life. And that was true for my family as well. We attended the local Methodist church, and throughout my childhood, I was very actively involved in collecting my perfect attendance pins from Sunday school, my awards for memorizing biblical verses, etc. And so by the time I reached junior high school, I was already considering the ministry as a personal calling. And about that time, during the annual Youth Sunday, I was always selected to deliver the sermon. And word of that got around, and before long I was preaching at various other local churches upon occasion, at nursing homes, at various church-affiliated organizations, etc.
How old was this at?
I was probably about 14 when this
at a
started.
Very, very young age.
Yeah. And so I continued in that direction. And at age 17, I entered Harvard College as an undergraduate with a philosophy major, which was gearing towards seminary, and continued on in that direction. In 1969, I received my license to preach from the United Methodist Church. In 1971, graduated as an undergraduate and entered Harvard Divinity School, which is a 3-year program leading to a degree in Master of Divinity. In 1972, I was ordained a deacon in the United Methodist Church, and in 1974, I graduated